Hey everybody, Django here. Welcome back to my Craftoria world, where we're going through the mods in this pack in detail. And right now we're going through Modern Industrialization. In this episode, we're going to set up a Steam Quarry, which gives us automated resources, basically out of thin air, which we can then pipe into the rest of our machines. We're also going to upgrade some of these machines to steel. Stick around. Please give me a few seconds to thank our sponsor, Apex Hosting. Whether you're running Craftoria or any other modded Minecraft pack, Apex has your back with easy one-click mod pack installations and reliable 24/7 support. They make it super easy to get your server up and running without the headaches of port forwarding, performance, and upgrades. They'll even do the upgrades for you. If you check them out, please use my link, django.com/apex. That supports the channel. You can get started in under 5 minutes. Thanks for your support. The sounds of the factory. What I've been doing here is just progressing more with steel, making all these different parts as we've got our steel production going over here. It stopped because I've stopped the production of steel happening in the mixer because we need iron for the next step. So I've been letting the iron collect here. We've got a theurgy setup upstairs that I've covered in a few previous videos, but you can check out some previous videos to see how I'm automatically getting steel produced with the theurgy mod upstairs. It's very slow and it's a bottleneck. And otherwise, I just want to do the modern industrialization way of getting resources, which is a Steam Quarry. And quarries in general will allow us to get, I think, pretty much all the resources we need in modern industrialization. So let's make a Steam Quarry today. I've bookmarked all the things we need for this. The Steam Quarry itself is a pretty expensive block. It requires large plates, this Invar rotary blade, and some other steel parts. And it's a multi-block. And this is a pretty cool tab up here. It tells you all the materials you need for multi-blocks as well. So in addition to the Steam Quarry, we need 4 chains, 16 steel machine casings, and 6 steel pipe machine casings. This Invar rotary blade requires some diamond dust, which I have. I put some diamond ore in the macerator, we get diamond dust, but I don't have any Invar yet. And for Invar, we need all these Invar parts. And Invar itself is made from Invar dust, which comes from mixing nickel dust and iron dust. I don't have any nickel dust yet either, but I do have this raw nickel here. So if we put, this is my 2-stage macerator here, the nickel, we'll put the raw nickel in here, and we'll put the deep slate nickel ore in here. This is going to give us raw nickel, she'll drop in here. So we should get a bunch of nickel dust from this. And as we start to go through this process, we can speed up our machines now that we have steel. This steel upgrade right here, now that we've got steel machine casings, we can make these upgrades. And we can upgrade all our machines. Let's upgrade some of our machines, but specifically the compressor. And we're going to be doing some bending and some cutting and some furnaces. And why not? Let's upgrade our macerators as well. So now that we've got some nickel dust, we can grab some iron dust. And in the mixer, let's use this mixer. Put some iron and nickel in here. An interesting thing about mixers is that even though they've got some other materials like lubricant and creosote, they'll still craft what it can. Even though it's not going to use this creosote, I can still use this mixer for this. It's pretty cool. Okay. And the Invar dust in the steel furnace. Over here, I've got my drawers set up. Let's make this one Invar. And let's make this one nickel. We need to start filling in the different parts for the Invar. Nickel doesn't have all these parts. It has a few different things. But now that we've got some Invar ingots, let's see. We need some plates. And we're going to need some rings and rods. But let's start to fill in our storage here. So we can lock these drawers with these different parts so that these machines will auto empty into them. And we can craft some rings and put some rods back in the cutting machine for bolts. Let's see, we put rings here, ingots here, bolts here. I think that's going to get us to our rotary blade. So we need a gear. Oh, I haven't connected these drawers to my network. Is that why these aren't showing up? That's right, I have not. Okay. So now I've connected these drawers to my functional storage controller, which is connected to my applied energistics network. And now my wireless terminal has access to these things. There we go. Okay, we've got an Invar gear. And we can make our quarry. We need large plates. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make the rotary blade. All right, and we've got a quarry. Now we're going to put the quarry down right over here. I'm going to leave some space in case we want to make some more blast furnaces. This is a 3x3x5 structure, so we'll just leave space for that. We need 16 steel machine casings, 6 of these steel pipe machine casings. We need some chains. Interestingly, we can make chains from steel rings. And now we put the wrench in our offhand and we can see our structure here. So chain right here. We'll just build the whole thing at first. We're going to be breaking some of these blocks. There we go. Now we have a full steam quarry. We need, however, steel item input and outputs and steel fluid input. There's no output for fluid on a quarry. And we need an item input hatch. This is going to allow us to put drills into the machine. And we need several item output hatches. And while we're crafting stuff, let's make our bronze drill. We've got all the parts for this. Bronze drill head. Okay, there's our other iron gear, and we can now make 4 bronze drills. Perfect. All right, let's get this set up. So we're going to put our inputs in the back, just like we did before. We've got our steam pipe that we can run across the ceiling here. So that's going to be fluid and item inputs. Fluid input right here, item input right here. And we need to run steam because this is a steam powered machine. And we just run the steam into this input hatch. It can actually go into the top of that block, even though the input looks like it's here. That works because you can see it's filled up with steam now. And the item input hatch, we're going to put these bronze drills, but I'm not going to put them in there yet. Here's the thing about the items coming out of a steam quarry. Let's take a look at this. We right click on it, we can see what it creates. And it generates in this pack 9 different ores, and each one has a different production chance, but each one of these chances is individual and independent of the other. So there is an actual chance that you're going to get 9 items out from one operation. And if you don't have 9 output slots, you're going to lose them. They're just going to get voided. So we want to have 9 output slots. Each item output hatch has 2 slots in it. And we're going to put them right here on the front because we have outputs going on the fronts. We could combine this side of the quarry with another one right here, but then we'd lose these slots that we have for item output hatches. I'm going to leave these quarries independent of each other. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now if we look inside one of these output hatches, there's 2 slots. And so therefore we have 10 available slots for things to come out into. So we will never get any items voided as long as we're pulling them out and putting them somewhere else. Let's put a bronze drill in here. 4 of them. And now it's working. Takes a while. It's going to get to 100% progress. And we're going to get some number of outputs. Or maybe none if we're really unlucky. All right, what did we get? Over here in this one, we got coal and copper. We actually got nothing. Really unlucky. Okay, we got another coal. Okay, that time we got a lot of things. We've got 3 coal, we've got gold and osmium, this one, and tin and silver in this one. Okay. Now we can see how this is working. So let's now get these things out of here. And I'm going to set up a spot right over here for our ores to go into and connect it to our functional storage network, which goes to our AE2 network. Lock them first so we don't get random things coming in, and then connect them. And now we get some iron, osmium. Perfect. Okay, now let's fill these drawers up manually to kind of prime them. We're missing, what are we missing? We're missing lignite. We're missing lignite and redstone. Okay, we'll get some of those eventually. Now we just need to get some pipes on here. And filter them all for output. Blacklist mode. Output, blacklist mode. Output, blacklist mode. output blacklist mode. And then we just need to run it over here. And now these things should empty. They did. They emptied into our drawers over here. Unless we get some redstone. There we go. We've got some redstone now. And the last thing is just some lignite ore. You know what? I can get some lignite ore right over here. Okay, we're all set with our drawers, storage drawers, for everything to go into. So now we're getting all these ores automatically, and we'll just keep that coming, and it will continue to produce. There's different quarries and different drills we can use. Let's see, for example, we could use a copper drill in a Steam Quarry to get all these items. We already have cobblestone generating automatically, but if we really needed some of these things, we could throw a copper drill in here too, or set up another quarry for our copper drill. Now these drills are going to get consumed, and it doesn't take that long for them to get consumed, so we're going to want to start to build these automatically with an assembler, but assemblers are in the electronic age, which is where we're headed next. And once we're in the electronic age, we can use things like the gold drill in an electric quarry and get things like ancient debris. And let's see, what's the other drill? Stainless steel drill, titanium drill, steel drill. You can get diamonds, stainless steel. So different levels of drills, all in the electric quarry from here to get the more advanced resources that we need. Modern industrialization is set up so it can be completely automated and completely standalone. So we can set these things all up with full automation. There you go. There is the Steam Quarry. I think we're going to wrap it up there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. I appreciate you.